Well, there we go. We are recording for our Thursday morning business chat. So thanks everybody for joining in. I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone so we can have good clean lines. So thanks for being here with us. And today we have a special treat or a special training. It's special every week, right? But today, Presidential Director Judy Daniel is going to give us an update on the Canada relaunch. And then she's going to be sharing some concepts on having a success mindset. So, hey, Judy, good morning, and thanks for being with us today.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Happy to share the good news here north of the border. Can you allow me to screen share? That'd be great.
You should be able to. Let me double check.
There we are.
Okay. Good. There we go.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. On Monday, I invited Garrett Johnson to join all of us on our weekly training that we have, our team. And he showed us a few slides, and I am now about to begin the good news. So the relaunch timeline. August 7th, big day up here in Canada, launch of the new products. August 9th, launch of the new website for Canadians. We can go ahead and order using the former website, but August 9th, we'll have the new one. September 9 to 16 is the Canada Roadshow. Garrett Johnson will be joining. And October the 12th to the 14th, as we know, Heart to Heart in Orlando, Florida. Looking forward to seeing all of you there. The communication plan to announce the Canada relaunch, July 10th to all brand partners in Canada. We've received that. July 21st, once again, all brand partners in Canada, full event details. And at that point, the promotion announcement. Garrett asked me yesterday to not mention anything about the promotion, so we'll hold off until July 21st. However, I can tell you, you're going to be very happy with it. And then August 7th is when all the brand partners and customers in Canada are online. So here's our Canada Roadshow timeline. On the 9th, sorry about that. On the 9th, Vancouver, there will be a 1-hour intro to LifeWave, invite guests. If you're in the States, start asking yourself, who do you know in Canada? If you live in Nova Scotia, Canada, start asking yourself, who do I know in British Columbia? Or ask your friends, who do you know? So it will be a 1-hour intro followed by a 2.5-hour brand partner training. I'll get it confirmed, but I'm pretty sure guests who come and are interested and would like to attend the training will be welcome. However, as I said, I'll get back to you on that. On the 12th of September, Edmonton, 1-hour intro followed by a 1.5-hour brand partner training. The 14th, Calgary, same layout. And in Saturday, Toronto area, 1-hour intro and a 2.5-hour brand partner training. Okay, so a few questions you're probably wondering about. The warehouse and shipping. For those of you who don't know, the warehouse is located in the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area. Garrett said it is one of the best warehouses that LifeWave works with, has up-to-date technology. The time to ship will be 1 to 3 days to leave the warehouse. So depending on where you live, that will determine when you receive it. They'll be using Canada Post and UPS. The Diamond Pack benefits for people who purchased a Diamond Pack between August 1st, 2022, and the time LifeWave had to stop selling the products. The 14-week window will be reinstated on August 7th. Good news for those of you who ordered the diamond pack way back when. And then I put up a slide here, miscellaneous topics that we discussed. One is the X39 new status. It's going to be called a medical device or a wellness device. And what this means is just a slightly different way that Health Canada views it. Garrett did mention that LifeWave and all Canadians are going to be very circumspect about how we talk about all the patches, especially the X39. As he said, Health Canada will be having a magnifying glass on us. We don't know exactly how, but they'll be paying close attention. So compliance will be above and beyond what we're used to. As Garrett said, for the first little while, we'll be playing well within the box. However, all of us in Live Younger have learned how to practice compliance for years. So I think we'll be pretty good at speaking in code. Then we come to the glutathione, carnosine, and energy enhancer patches. They will not be available in Canada until further notice. Health Canada views the glutathione and carnosine as making claims because the names are in the title. So LifeWave continues to work with, pardon my typo, to work with Health Canada on those two, as well as the energy enhancer. No time frame when the three will be available. And in the meantime, those three will not be available as not for resale products. He knows other companies do that, but because Health Canada has the microscope on us right now, we just need to be very clean, squeaky clean. The Alavita. So the Alavita sleeves will be available as a single product, really good news. And also, continue to be part of the Alavita trio. I believe in one of the emails, a photo was sent out to Canadians showing not 2 bottles in the Alavita trio, but 3. And the third one, we'll call it a mistake. So we get the sleeves and the 2 bottles as we've been accustomed to. So that is a good news about Canada's relaunch. This, by the way, is Lake Moraine in British Columbia. I asked about that. Geraldo took that photo on one of his visits. So Gregory, do you want to save questions, Q&A until the very end, or did you want to open it up now?
Why don't we do just 2 or 3 minutes of Canada questions, if there are any, and then we can shift gears and go into the mindset presentation you're going to make. Beautiful job of summarizing. Thank you, Judy. That was so clear. Beautifully done.
Wonderful, wonderful. Glad you're pleased.
Carl, go ahead. You had a question?
Yes, I echo those sentiments, Gregory. Great presentation. Thank you, Judy, for that. I've written to LifeWave in the customer service. I've copied Kai and a few of my upline that we have a huge gap in this rare opportunity of a roadshow with LifeWave coming through Canada. Would really like to petition them to add another stop, that being in Winnipeg, which is a capital city of Manitoba. And we have a very enthusiastic community here that's been waiting a long time, and it would certainly be a great event. So my question is to you guys, who else can I write to other than customer service?
I'd be happy to mention it to Garrett on our meeting this afternoon for the Canadian Field Advisory Board. However, I think those 4 cities are pretty set, but you never know. Never know. Thank you. Any other questions?
Heidi has her hand up.
Judy, I had a question. This is Heidi.
Aye, yes, what?
I put my hand up. I wasn't sure if Gregory was going to initiate asking in order. My question is related to the energy enhancer as it relates to, I have a brand partner that just enrolled about 3 weeks ago down here in Key West, Florida. He actually does training for a hockey team in Canada, and then he lives in Italy. And so I'm wondering, can he actually patch energy enhancer and then sell it through his Key West location? Like, can he patch in Canada?
No,
on energy enhancer.
No,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Thanks for asking.
Okay. Great. Well, Judy, why don't you go ahead and shift gears and let's talk about the success mindset. I'm really looking forward to this part of your training today. Thank you.
All right, so here we go. Garrett spoke for 30 minutes. I sent Liz the recording and she's going to snip it out. I told her the start and stop time, so you'll be able to listen to Garrett's 30-minute presentation. As I see it at this point, Sunshower Rose and Ravel and I are doing a teaser presentation to invite you to listen to Garrett. He was absolutely phenomenal. As we know, we can all see the same slides and each one of us brings our own personality to the presentations. So I really would love you to listen to Garrett. The recording might be up in a few days. Liz is pretty busy, so when it's up, we'll let you know.
Mhm.
For those of you who are not familiar with who Garrett Johnson is, he's the LifeWave US and Canada country manager. That's what he said to me. You've got to put Canada in there. He graduated from Utah State University with an MBA, which has been useful in his many roles in sales, marketing, operations, and finance. Over 25 years in network marketing and has worked for some very large brands. He's honed his expertise in field development and leadership and spent over 12 years in Australia as general manager. Two of the markets for which Garrett was responsible experienced hyper growth, sound familiar? And also helped multiple companies expand into 11 markets. He's a master trainer. Join him on LifeWave's new member webinar, second Wednesday of the month, 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific time, and refer to the LifeWave events calendar for the link to join. Garrett also initiated and hosts the field advisory board. I'm using Garrett's slides. I did check with him first to make sure that was, copacetic with him, and it was. He said, I come from the opulence background. I love to share. Nevertheless, when I took copies of many of these slides, you may see his photo up in the right-hand side, just to give credit to Garrett. So here we go. He began with, what is your why? Your why is your purpose, cause, or fundamental belief. It's the driving force behind all that you do. And at this point, I'd like to make reference to Gregory's masterpiece, Getting Started Training Guide, because he goes through the whys and create your list. So please, if you have not read that, you're doing yourself a disservice. And what is your why? I loved how he said what it's not. It's not money, it's not a thing, it's not an action, a destination. It's truly what drives you deep from your core, your purpose. It's filled with positive emotions and aligns with your core values. Then he spoke about what is LifeWave's why, what drives David Schmidt, what drives them all. And it ties up with working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. But working hard for something we love is called passion. And he said that's the fundamental platform or force that inhabits all of them, especially David Schmidt. So here it is. This is what he said. Through our patented wearable wellness technology, the power of our community, and a superior experience, we strive to reach 1 billion homes and beyond, enhancing and extending lives around the world. And Garrett said, when we talk about homes, we're not just talking about buildings, we're talking about the people, the families that love inside these homes. I'm going to read 2 slides about consistency, and then I'm going to turn it over to Sunshower Rose, who asked to talk about consistency and another very interesting topic, that Garrett talked about. Following Sun Shower, we'll have Ravel Guzman. All right. So consistent action over time creates motivation, not the other way around. Success is a sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. So over to you, Sun Shower, and you just let me know when you want me to change the slide.
Okay, thank you so much, Judy Joy. Well, it's a privilege to be on the Biz Chat talk today. And with our esteemed team, Judy Joy and Ravel Guzman, we three are going to handle it from here. And consistency, my goodness, what a topic. You could talk for hours on this one. Do you know that you have about 85,000 thoughts a day? So what direction are your thoughts going? There you go, Gregory. It's true. So you get to choose, okay, what kind of thoughts? So some of them are random, but some of them kind of catch your attention, and they could be the negative ones. They could easily be the negative ones. It's easy to go down the negative road. I highly recommend that you catch yourself. I remember when I first started network marketing in 2001, if I caught myself with a negative thought rolling through my head, I'd stomp the ground 3 times and say, stop, just stop. So it's a matter of flipping, you know, the way you look at things. So I was even thinking about it. It's like in life, you know, things come in waves, right? Oh, life wave, how very interesting. In fact, I had dreams in 1987 of myself at the crest of a very big wave, and I never understood it until now. We are at the crest of a very, very big wave in the health and wellness industry. You know, let's go ahead and move on to the next slide, please. So step by step, day by day, your choices, there you go, will shape your actions until they become habits where practice makes them permanent. So again, does it take a little practice to maybe put on your little name tag every day? Does it take some practice? I got my little bling going here to put on your bling to make sure that people are, you know, attracted to what you're doing, you know. Because we're at this like tipping point that Janet Kiefer, presidential director, mentioned just the other day. You know, LifeWave is at this tipping point in the marketplace, and soon it won't be us like looking for people. They'll be coming to us. And it happened to me just last week. I have a new brand partner. She came to me. How exciting is that? So remember the expression SW, SW, SW. Let's go to the next slide. SW, SW. So it's like some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. And if we don't put some emotion, like what's your why? Does it have any emotion? If it doesn't, it's not strong enough. So it's the energy of your own emotions that will carry you forward and make you want to get out of bed every single day. And I love the word that you said a little earlier about disservice. I always feel, Judy, that if I don't help someone every day by introducing them to LifeWave, I'm doing people a disservice. Let's move on. The TEAR cycle. So we already covered thoughts. We already put the word emotion in there. Oh, action. Well, that might be something along the consistency part, right? If we don't have our goals and actually put some action to it every single day, those results won't happen. We want good results, I would say. Why are we here otherwise? So TEAR could be referred to as like tear, or it could be, how about tear? Let's go tear them up, team. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sun Shower, and over to you, Ravel.
What a fantastic presentation by Sunshower Rose and Judy Joy Daniel. Kind of tough to follow, but with these wonderful slides, I got a lot out of Garrett's presentation on Vision Board, even though I've sat through many Vision Board presentations before. And there were little details such as, yes, looking at your vision board for 3 minutes twice a day. And he also mentioned to put a board on every wall, you know, to have them liberally all around the home. And this notion of choosing what you're going to have on there, they could be goals. He mentioned it's not necessarily one's why. To have pictures there, you know, we're visual people. Describe what it is you actually would like to achieve. They could be goals or stepping stones that are markers towards achieving your why. And as he mentioned, these details and having that focus, just tying that in with what Judy shared on consistent action, creating the motivation rather than the other way around. And as Sunshower shared, that consistency is really what creates results. And Gregory Muscari has mentioned, you know, the harder he works, the luckier he gets. So it's something to that effect. Sorry if I misquoted you. But, you know, I just want to mention about vision boards. Something has come to fruition after I created the vision board on December 31st. And it's quite extraordinary how life kind of hands to you what's even better than what one has in mind when one is pursuing one's passion. And the passion for me is to share this incredible technology with as many people as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Ravel. Any chance you remember Garrett's story about his 6-year-old son? And if you do, would you like to share that?
I was handling some technical aspects of it. I certainly love hearing about Garrett's family, but please share it, Judy.
Okay. Well, Garrett has a vision board, one of many of them, all the same, but in different rooms. But one of them is in his bedroom, and he went in one afternoon and looked at it. You know, it's 3 minutes twice a day. And one of his pictures had been taken down or covered up by another picture that would be typical of a 6-year-old. And he went walking around, he found him, he said, "Why did you take down my picture and put up yours?" He said, "Well," because a little 6-year-old does his own vision boards. He said, "I've noticed that what you have on your vision board comes true way faster than what's on mine." So I thought I'd put my vision up on your board to get a little kickstart. And it just told me so much about the loving family that he has. And so this slide is to entice you again to watch Garrett, what he says about this. And this one is truly a teaser. And that was Garrett Johnson's presentation to all of us on Monday night on our new member training call. So over to you, Gregory.
I'm just so delighted. I'm thinking maybe we should invite Garrett on our Monday night call next week to do the whole thing.
Yes, he just really rocked that call.
Yeah, you three did a wonderful job recapping it, and very inspiring, and makes me want to go update my vision board. Yeah, for sure. So we'd like to open it up now for some just group discussion. Does anybody have any questions for Judy or Ravel or Sunshower, or comments along the line of what we've discussed here today? Go ahead and raise your hand if you'd like to chime in. Oh, there's Carl. Go ahead, and then Heidi, and then Gary.
Yes, to the presenters and those that were on the inside, is there any way to share where we are at on the other patches that are not going to come back? Is there anything you can say here as an indicator of, or any kind of gut feeling you have on when that's going to happen?
Garrett said there's no time frame on when. They're working with Health Canada. Same with the aromatherapy products.
I can probably add to that a little bit. My understanding is they have to rename the products and then submit the new name for the products. And once they get it approved, then they got to rebrand, print new everything for those products. So don't hold your breath, but it will happen.
Yeah, I can say I shared this with Kai in a phone call the other day. And it seemed to me he didn't quite know. And I know of our wonderful American friends, you guys are in your market, but up in Canada here, there is a massive campaign underway by the Canadian government to regulate and put in place severe restrictions and requirements that are really going to make it hard. I'm glad we're on the other side of that water that some of these companies are just going to wade into now. I'm so thankful because they have no idea. It's been a year for us, a tough year and an expensive year, but yeah, don't hold your breath is probably the right way to say it.
Okay, thanks, Carl. Go ahead, Heidi.
I wanted to know if anyone has a format in the Live Younger Facebook group of sharing, like Ravel said, that she had something come true, because I actually had something come true as well a couple months ago. And I thought, wow, I put that on my vision board on December 31st, and it came true on June 25th. So I just think it's amazing to share those things, because if you don't have an accountability partner to share it with, there's maybe an opportunity for us to add that in.
Possibly. Okay. We'll leave that as an open statement. And Gary, go ahead. Gary Wagner. There you go, Gary.
Hey there.
Hey, Gary.
So, how are you guys?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. So I was wondering, Miss Judy, is there any way that you could somehow put up that second to the last slide that you showed? So I'm taking screenshots and I missed that one.
I'm so sorry. I don't think I can fast forward. I'm just gonna have to whip. You mean the last one's about the mindset?
Yes. That one
That
there. No, this one right here. Thank you so much. Let me get that screenshot and I will let you guys go on.
No, not that one, the previous one.
Okay, it was just one you missed.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So let me make sure that.
Okay, well, while we're doing that, Sarah, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I loved Garrett's talk. And after the talk, I looked at my vision board and I thought, oh my goodness, I don't have anything on my vision board that will promote.
I turned it off.
Can you hear me?
We had some crosstalk. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Sarah. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I was just saying that after Garrett's talk, which I loved, I looked at my vision board and I thought, oh, it's strange. I don't have anything about what I really need to do for my LifeWave business. And so I started thinking about what's needed, and I realized that I have to put more effort into having a team. So I put on the vision board a couple of pictures of the kind of people I want to have on my team, including an accountant or someone who's good with money and, you know, really business oriented. So this morning I went for my morning walk and I bumped into a neighbor that I've never met before. And we started talking because she has a lovely dog. And it turns out she's a bookkeeper. So we exchanged phone numbers. So I thought it just was amazing how quickly the vision board can work.
Oh, boy.
I have a vision board. I've given talks on vision boards, and I just, they're the best. Sometimes called treasure boards. Well, we're at the bottom.
Well, we got a couple more. Why don't we take the last two questions here from Linda and Helen and Tim, and then we'll bring it to a wrap.
All right.
Thank you so much, Gregory. Judy, fabulous job, and Ravel and Sunshower, love your participation here. So my question is, if in Health Canada, they need carnosine and glutathione to be renamed, will that be only in Canada or will that be a global renaming?
My bet it will only be in Canada because the names are well received and embedded in the rest of the LifeWave community worldwide. And we've had no challenge with that anywhere else. So.
Good question.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Linda. And Helen and Tim, go ahead.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, great presentation, everybody. Love us so much. So I just wanted to say, on my vision board up in the corner, I had Aruba. Palm trees and blah, blah. And I went and bought a cover that you wear, down to the beach over your bathing suit. And I brought that. Then later I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll bring that, blah, blah. And my daughter goes, yeah. So I got to Aruba. I went to my hotel room, put my bathing suit on, put it down and walked to the beach. I highly recommend it for the next trip, everybody. Come on down, get it on your vision board.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah, well, vision boards work. There's no doubt about it. I have precipitated some wonderful things in my life, and I'm sure many of you, one of these days, Judy, maybe on one of the upcoming Thursday morning calls, we'll do a vision board training, and that you could host for us.
Oh,
I
I'd
think-
love to do that. I think I did one a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. Yes, happy to do that.
Yeah, we all could use a refresher. For some, it'll be new material. So thank you. And thank you everyone for participating. We just love getting together and seeing all of our Live Younger family together here on all of our various calls. And thank you, Judy and Ravel and Sunshower. The three of you did a fabulous job. And thank you, Garrett, for spearheading the relaunch in Canada and doing such a great job. And maybe we'll bring him on our Monday night call to give us the full picture.
Yes.
Okay, so this will officially bring our call to a close. If you'd like to unmute yourself and wish everyone farewell or good day. Hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks everyone for being here.
Great
was a
call.
great-
on.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
Judy.
Good call.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye,
Have a-
everybody.
Thank you.
Have a
guys.
Great
lovely
call. Thank
day.
you.
Hi to Robin as well.
Keep on patching.
Bye,
Yeah.
everyone.
Don't forget your bling. Where's my bling? Here's my bling.
Hats off to you,
Hats
Sunshine.
off, yeah.
All right, bye, everyone.
Bye.
Love you guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.